Fuck, so good. This is a great example of not doing a lot, but it's still so powerful. And all right, so we're analyzing Jessi's Cold-Blooded. At the time of this recording, as far as I know, that there is no practice video. This is a request from Max, and I'm doing this on YouTube, and this is a different kind of day. But what do you call it? Hopefully, you know, we still got what we need. I hope you guys still learn. According to what Raph is telling me, because I haven't watched Street Movement Fighter, I'm like super behind on all this stuff. The main choreography was all YGX, because I think one of the missions in Street Woman Fighter was the crew who won got to direct the choreography and the rest of the dancers. That's fucking cool. Imagine being able to direct all that talent. Yeah, well, this is not really much of anything, but I just like the lens change here. I think this is like, you can totally tell this is, I don't know, maybe the 200, and then this just reminds me of that one, I don't know if you guys have seen it on Instagram or anything, but how lenses make you look different. This makes the scene feel a little flatter, but it looks cool. It looks great. It's like a powerful, same thing with this, but this one I feel like they are just like it. I feel like a sense of depth with them. I've never seen that. They made it like a snake roll into a shuffle. You snake roll, shuffle, boom, switch. That's fucking clever. Oh yeah, I remember you mentioned that she was from Gambler's Crew. Shouts out to Gambler's Crew, man. Shit, they're one of the crews that I looked up to when I was in the scene, or more active in the scene. So, and those of you guys, oh, this is a dynamic. Okay, so they go in. Shouts out. And those of you guys who've never done this is a lot of, so those of you guys, okay, who've never done this is a lot of like activation happening here. Get to the acrobatic pen. Unfortunately, I can't zoom in. There's a lot of, I mean, obviously we have gravity happening, but there's a lot of activation happening in your lower back, okay? And then your hand and your wrists, and you're activating your knees to stretch out. And then obviously that you're involving your ankles to push you out that way. This is a lot. And then having to briefly go for like, to go here, and you gotta switch arms. You gotta control, you gotta activate like a motherfucker. Oh, so boom. And then it looks like they're kind of like, yeah, it's like a whoom, bah. You gotta make sure your wrists are nice and warm for that one, man. Her bridge is hella on point. Or like strong, and same with her. I'm slightly concerned with this one because she's almost like really bending her ankle on that. I think it's probably because they're anticipating the next move right there. That makes sense. Ba 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 da. Nice groove on that. Like how, again, a great example of like simple and effective, like groove. And then another great example of like asymmetrical formations, because she has no opposite right here. Instead, she's being used as a chair. I would like to be that person lying down, because I would get to lie down in a performance. No argument there. A lot of camera shake, so it's a little trickier seeing all the choreography. Oh god, I love that part. Just like that simple travel. Ooh, okay. Kill him. This little formation change as they're like doing the little pitter patters with their feet. The walk. Like, I love like the action happening with their feet, but they're also very like stiff, like almost kind of just moving like that, kind of staccato. Look how they wrote that lyric, because it the typical option for, well, I think the default option for some would be like like a 1 and a 2, 1 and a 2, 1 and a 2, 1 and a 2. They would try to do like to write all of that. They did it. They wrote those lyrics with just a body roll, which was just still as powerful and impactful and feels more in control. Boom. Yeah, that was sick. That was sick, man. Shouts out to, this is hard. I've like never taken a heels class, though that might become a temper tantrum versus. I just want to try it. Okay, boom, hop. They're freaking like squatting like crazy, and then knees, and then they gotta do a little hop. Look, they're doing like a little knee hop and turn. Jesus, and they're not wearing knee pads. Boom. I kind of cut into that a little late to see that pretty sick dynamic happening here. Nice. Bam. Nice. Fuck, so good. This is a great example of not doing a lot, but it's still so powerful. But a lot of it is really dependent on their performance. I don't know any of these people, but the performance is so good. Look at her on center. Let's back it up a little bit. Boom. Da. How to describe how good this choreography is, man. Because it really follows into like my preference of like how I like doing choreography, which is writing the lyrics, but it's almost more like you're having the choreography feels more like a conversation with the movement rather than being like, all right, rather than like 1 and a 2 da ba ba boo da 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 whoo and all this other stuff. That was the shit I saw like when people try to battle me in clubs. I mean, I would still get smoked. I would probably get smoked in a battle today, but you know, like listen, look. So like it just matches their demeanor, and then they go hit ba da da hit boom, and the texture changes and the speed changes, boom boom whoo. And there's a groove, I think I'm noticing the whole time. There's like a little bounce. Boom, ba, boom, ba, ba, boom, boom, da, 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 boom. Yeah, this is like fantastic of like it's so powerful, but not overdoing it. It's just all about the character, your performance, hitting the right moments, giving a little variety in the movements. Whether it's not a hit all the time, it's not an angle on angle, angle on angle. It's a hit, 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 slow build, move, swing, hit, go. Ba da ba ba ba, and that's direction change, and then set it. Oof. This movement is I love this move, but it's tricky. Why? Is because it's not a natural movement, because we're involving people. We're telling people to show their heel, and most people when they show heel, they end up kicking. So this is I don't even have I wish I had an action figure to show you. Thing with this is when people I try to kick back, they literally say this is. My arm is the leg. This is the worst example ever, but hopefully I have like B-roll of this. Most people, they try to just like, they end up kicking back instead of actually showing the outside of the heel. So I think like, obviously these guys, they're all pros and all that stuff, but I'm like now putting in the context of like some people just learning the routine or people who are first doing this type of movement. So I love this move. And it kind of reminds me of when people do the witch away when they in locking. That was a nice little, but da 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 da. This is like a simple like ba da da da. Not overdoing it, not needing to overkill, but it's still so powerful. Hit, yeah, da 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 da. It's almost like the Macarena. They are scary because it's so deadpan. Look at that. Ba-da, boom, ba-da, boom. I'm gonna try to explain my stupid ass sound effects in a bit. Ba-da-da. Okay, so there's a difference in what they're doing. I think what makes it a little tricky, because there's a hit, 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 hit. You see that? It's very like on like the beat like really like on a 1, on a 2, but what they're doing is a 1, 2. See a little bit of that drift? 1, 2, 3, 4 versus 1, 2, 3, 4. And then there's this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Different textures, how that's being played. Same movement, different execution. So the ones when textures start involving speed changes, it gets a little tricky. Or even like a say animation, 1, 2, 3, 4, but it's like that's da 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 da. Okay, or even ba 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 ba. Trying to make sure that I'm still in frame. Love like I don't know. I love that. So let's watch that again. Like literally just looking up, and then you got to move so fast to go to that wide. Yeah, they probably had to. I don't blame the cut on that, because that is. Ooh, shouts out to the cameraman or the cam operator. Boom. To reorient that. I'm just curious as to how they move that. The flashing lights in the back adds a nice touch. This is just me being a nitpicky little bastard now. Okay. This is where like the backlight kind of worked against them. Notice the level change, the slight level difference. Obviously, there's a lot of context. Obviously, I don't know. It might have been a long day on set. It might have just been the run through that they decided. But level change here, and she's almost more. She's more hinging from the hip. Same with her with a slight bend, but she's going more of knees. Majority like 70% knees, 30% hinging. I know. This is just being a nitpicky little bastard. I know. At the end of the day, they are fantastic performers, but I'm pretty sure that there's details that they notice too. I think that's it, right? There's not much else. It's just them going off. Yeah, shouts out to Jessi for bringing all of them. Shouts out to everyone from Street Woman Fighter. I hope I get time to just react to everything I need to react to for the Patreon, so that I can get to Street Woman Fighter, because Temper Tantrum recently reacted to them. So make sure you guys watch the VOD for that before it's taken down. And it was really refreshing watching just an all female women, crew just kick ass, because some of the dance shows that I've seen have been kind of male dominant. So yeah. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let's hop on to the next one. All right, so that's it. If you want more, click on over here. There should be plenty more content for you to watch. And if you guys want super early access or even requests, make sure you guys check out the Patreon. Link is down below.